Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick video showing you my watch list for this week. So basically the pairs I'm watching, the dollar liquidity for each one, and the potential setups that can form. But before we start, I just want to give you an overview for what's coming. So 3 days ago I created a poll on my community tab and I asked you whether you want me to explain and backtest the next day model, right? Or you want me to do a backtesting session to pass funded challenge under 30 days, and the results, as you can see, are clear. So later this week I'm gonna create this video. I wanted to create it this weekend, but I didn't have the time for it, so we're gonna have to delay it. Anyways, let's start with the market outlook, right? Let's go to here and let's start with DXY. Right, so let's start with the weekly chart. So as you can see, price is clear. We have a bearish order flow, expansion lower, returning to a fair value gap, and then expansion lower, returning to a fair value gap, and now we are expecting another expansion for this to get this low right here and this equal lows right here. But now our focus is on this low right here at the moment. Right, so let's go to the daily time frame, see how that looks like. So this is the dealing range on the daily time frame from here all the way to here, and as you can see, we retraced into premium, right? Premium. We also balanced this daily inefficiency, and we tapped also on that weekly inefficiency. Let's go to the 4 hours, see how that looks like. On the 4 hour, we had the market maker buy model at first. So this is the smart money reversal, and we targeted this original consolidation and the weekly inefficiency at premium. And now we are looking at the potential market maker sell model. So this could be the smart money reversal right here. So as you can see, we traded higher, clear liquidity from here, and then we expanded our broke market structure. So now I'm interested in this 4 hour fair value gap. I'm gonna watch it closely, and then I will look for lower time frame entries. So DXY is bearish, meaning we're gonna buy the XUSD pairs, right? So like EU or GU or the Australian dollar against US dollar, right? So this is DXY, and let's move on to another pair. And this is the Australian dollar against the US dollar, right? Let's start with the weekly time frame. On the weekly, we hit this order block. On the daily, we have a fair value gap, right? So weekly order block, daily fair value gap inside that order block, right? We go from internal to external liquidity. But for me, the draw on liquidity or the low hanging fruit is this one right here. For now, we have, first of all, we have this inefficiency on the daily, right? And if we go to the 4 hour, we have also these equal highs right here, so clean highs on the upside. And we cleared liquidity from here, and then we expanded higher. We closed above this candle, so now this is a valid breaker block. If we go to the 1 hour, you could potentially see a move maybe here, right? After the Monday, after the midnight open during Monday, maybe we can trade lower, sweep some of the liquidity right here, and then trade higher to take these highs right here. So for me, this is the low hanging fruit, and of course, we have this original consolidation right here as our next target. Let's move on to another pair, and this is EU. If we go to the weekly, on the weekly we hit this proportion block because it formed on a fair value gap, as you can see here. So this is a proportion block, and we are expecting for price to reject from here because we are expecting a bearish DXY. And here on EU, I'm still waiting for more price action. So on the daily, we don't have anything yet. This is an indecisive day. we rejected from this fair value gap, we took liquidity from here. If we go to the 4 hour, so we are kind of in a consolidation, right? So on EU, I'm waiting for more price action. If we go to the next pair, and this is the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we expanded lower, and now we are waiting for that retracement into this fair value gap, right? That weekly fair value gap, and after that we can look for sells. The weekly fair value gap is not that far, so it's only like 60 pip away, right? So let's see how that looks like. So I'm not interested at the pair right now. At the moment we have no clear setups unless price hits this weekly fair value gap. I'm gonna stay on the sideline. So let's go to another pair, and this is Germany 40, right? On the daily time frame, what do we have? Alright, on the weekly we expanded higher, right? Taking liquidity from here, this external liquidity, and now expecting external to internal scenario, right? And as you can see, we are in extreme premium, right? So I'm expecting something like this. So expansion higher, retracing to a discount, and then another expansion. So same here, expansion higher, waiting for retracement, and then looking for buying opportunities. But for now, I'm interested in the sell to discount. So this is on the weekly. On the 4 hour or the daily, what do we have? On the daily, we have an SMT divergence right here between the UK 100 and Germany 40, right? And this is the breaker block, or this one right here. This one is a refinement on the 4 hour. You will see it next. But we took liquidity from here, and then we have a break in the market structure. We left a fair value gap behind. So this is a unicorn model, the breaker block plus the fair value gap. We retrace to it, and now I'm interested in taking sells, right? If we go to the 4 hour, so here's that breaker block, right? Price hit it higher to take liquidity, and then broke up below this candle and closed below it. So basically I'm looking for short opportunities from here, and I'm gonna wait for 1 hour or 15-minute clear market structure shift to target this original consolidation, right? So let's go to another pair, and this is the British pound against the Australian dollar. So again, we start from the weekly time frame. We have the consolidation right here, expanded lower, lifted fair value gap behind. The order flow is bullish on this one, so this could be just a power of 3, right? Meaning this is an accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. But we're gonna let the intermediate time frames decide. So as you can see here, that intermediate time frames will decide whether this fair value gap will hold or not. So if price respected this fair value gap, we should see 4 hour market structure shifts, and then 15-minute or 5-minute change in the order flow also. If not, we're gonna see if the next candle will close above this one, and we will see if we're gonna use it as a support and to push price higher into distribution. So for now, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play the waiting game. But we can see that we have an original consolidation, so we have those scenarios, and we're gonna wait for the confirmation timeframes to decide whether we want to go lower or higher. Anyways, from here, if we want to take short, I want to see 4 hour market shifts, right? And then I would look for lower timeframes entries. Let's go to another pair. This is New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Let's go to the monthly, I guess, not the weekly. So on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Expansion higher, retracement to a fair value gap, and now we are expecting another expansion to the upside because the order flow is clearly bullish, as you can see. So that's on the weekly. Let's go to the daily, see what's going on. On the daily time frame, we cleared liquidity from here and then we traded higher. So this is a breaker block right here, right? A breaker block, and we close above it, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, I'm expecting for price to return to this 4 hour fair value gap, right? Because it engineered a lot of liquidity. As you can see, this is a trend line liquidity, and we left clean lows right here. So I believe this is a magnet for price. This is going to act as a magnet, right? And then once price, if price retraces to here, then we're going to look for buying opportunities on the 15-minute or the 1 hour time frames. All right. Let's see if we have another pair. We do. Let's go to the weekly. So expanded lower. All right. Took down this external range liquidity, and then I'm expecting for price to retrace to this fair value gap. If we go to the 4 hour time frame, we don't have anything yet to suggest that, but if price would give me a 4 hour displacement to the upside, then I would look for buying opportunities. But I don't believe that it will give me that, because even if it did, it will tap into this 4 hour or weekly fair value gap, and then I'm not interested in buying because we have already tapped into our inefficiency and we can easily return from it or reject from it without taking a higher. So I'm more interested in here in the sells. So once price retraces to this weekly fair value gap, I would look for selling opportunities. So let's see if we have another pair, and we do not. And we have finished. So this is my watch list for this week. If I see any updates in the charts, I would post it on my Twitter account, right? And I believe we have come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please send me on my Twitter account or leave a comment down below, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Happy trading and good luck.